All eyes on Doge. Big run up.
To the moon.
Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up.
To the moon.
Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge.
Dogecoin. Upward movement in
Doge.
Dogecoin. Up.
All eyes on Doge.
Dogecoin. Upward movement in
Doge.
Dogecoin. 42.69.
All eyes on Doge.
Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Thursday. How's everybody doing? I'm doing good. Just trying to do only good every day. Some people, you wake up in the morning and you see some crap and you just got to deal with it. And so I tried to deal with it in a very positive manner, just trying to keep the record straight. And there you go. But here today, we're going to talk about meme coins. And I know, there's only one meme coin. We all know there's only one meme coin, but we got an article here that throws all the stupid meme tokens in with the meme coin label, and we're going to talk about memes. So we got a nice article. We're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about Ethereum. We'll talk about XRP. We're going to talk about Cronos, Crow again. We're going to talk about Link and Pyth. Yes, Link and Pyth. What the heck? Yep. There's news on Link and Pyth. Yeah, I know Rachel is like that, TW. I know her from like 4 years ago, and it's just nonstop. Whatever controversy is, she inserts herself. Uneducated, right? Doesn't know what's going on and inserts herself. And I just try to get the record straight. Yeah, I know her very well. Thank you, Misa. Appreciate it. So we're going to talk about the meme coins. We're going to talk about, crypto overall and what's going on. And so let's start with stocks. Let's start with stocks, right? We're going to talk about meme coins. We're going to talk about crypto, but I start with stocks. And why do I start with stocks? The S&P 500 has hit yet another new all-time high. Yes, my friends. Stocks. Stock market is up. Just what Trump wanted, right? Trump wanted the stock market up, and it just keeps going up. So my retirement plan thanks the markets, because if crypto goes to zero, right, I got two things. I got a house and I got my retirement plan. So my safety net is there. I can put everything else in crypto. Who cares? No, I don't want that, because I don't want all you guys, right? I want everybody to be rich. I want everybody to do well. Only doing good every day. But I did have to say, the stock market, amazing. The market's pushed higher despite months of volatility that rattled investors earlier this year. Tariffs. Tariffs. Fear of tariffs, actually. Oh, it's going to cause a huge recession. Huh? Recession? I don't see no recession around here. A sharp rebound since spring has erased steep losses and fueled renewed optimism across Wall Street. With today's rally, the S&P 500 officially broke above $6,500 for the first time in history. Stocks are up. Loving it, right? Loving it. So we start with that. And of course, we're talking about the Fed, right? And the Fed, the last time the Fed cut rates was this yellow line right here. Well, actually, no. There was one after that. That's not on the list. Oh, stupid crypto rover. He forgot the December one. He forgot the December one. He showed the last September one, though, when they cut rates, and then we went on a big run. And if we're up here and we cut rates and we go on a big run, and this is total market cap without Bitcoin and ETH. So this is alts. Alts are ready to run again. Of course, it was only 105% for alts, and we all know Dogecoin outperformed all the other alts and went 200%, right? Went 200%. In fact, about 250, almost 300% at its peak. That's the power that Dogecoin has. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Got to look at the overall market first, and then we will narrow in on this question, or what are the top 3 meme coins to be watching? Yes, top 3 meme coins to be watching while I continue to look through, of course, how the markets are doing. And of course, Ryan, yeah, Doge, of course, right? And who was the other one here? Where is it? I saw it. There it is. Christians. Simple. It's Doge, right? Okay. So we know that, right? And I would not be showing the article if Dogecoin wasn't one of the 3. So you already know what one of them is. Surprise. Oh, never saw that coming. Dogecoin is one of the 3? Really? Really? Hey, doing only good every day, right? Doing only good every day. But what's going on? Bitcoin, Dogecoin trading sideways, Ethereum and XRP slip. Global cryptocurrency market cap is down about 0.5%. One trader calls for Bitcoin's bull cycle to end in October. Another highlights tomorrow's massive options expiry as a key catalyst. These options, they expire like every month. And it's just like, again, is this going to cause like a big sell-off? They're always looking for an excuse. In the end, mostly it comes down to, the shorts and the longs and, what do they want to take out? That's typically what it comes down to. But I digress. So, but we did have almost 100,000 traders liquidated in the past 24 hours at about $300 million. So 100,000 of you lost your crypto because you're leverage trading. Again, the idea is to keep your crypto, not gamble it away. It's not a casino. Well, it is kind of, but there are risk-averse ways to play in the crypto casino. So, in the past 24 hours, the top gainers were Pyth, which we're going to talk about in a minute. Cronos, yes. Some of us have some Cronos, and Conflux, which I don't even know what that is, Conflux. Yeah, so what's happening with Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin going to bounce and go higher? Again, this is the kind of thing that I'm looking at is like what's going to happen next week? What's going to happen next week? Are we going to get a bounce? Right? That Kriss has been predicting. Are we going to get a bounce? Maybe down to 110, 109 on Bitcoin, and then we go higher. Is that in the cards? Of course, that's what Kriss is predicting. So get your dry powder ready for the big red candle. Like I say, 100% guaranteed? No, but it's a strategy. It's a strategy. So Bitcoin probably goes to 115K in the short term. After that, not sure. 200 EMA on the 4-hour level should be a pullback region, blah, blah, blah. When is this going to happen? Some say, again, October. And I'm saying, let's get to October and let's see what's going on. Let's see what's happening in the market before we say this is when the top is going to be. Because that's all I'm doing is I'm waiting for October. I am not swing trading. I am not selling anything until at least the middle of October so we see what's going on. That's how I'm playing it. All right. So we've got the US government involved, right? They're posting macro data on chain. We've got Kanye West and the Yeezy token. You think that's one of the top 3 meme coins to be watching? You think it's the Yeezy token? 50,000 wallets are in the red. 50,000 of you bought the stupid Yeezy token and are now at a loss. And JP Morgan says, hey, the Bitcoin price is too low. What? What is this? So the US government posting macro data on public blockchains, including Bitcoin, ETH, and Solana. However, the initiative is using Chainlink and Pyth oracles to distribute the Bureau of Economic Analysis data. So Chainlink and Pyth. So when that news came out, Chainlink, nice big green candle. Look at that. Kaboop, right? Big green candle. It's like, let's go. But then because of the weakness in Bitcoin and ETH, that gain didn't hold, and it's down about half. It's actually just a little bit of half back down to where on that big green candle. But for Link has been trading so well this summer that this is just another boost for Link. And my friends, Pyth, if you didn't see the Pyth chart, well, there you go. Pyth is up 53%, and it's staying up here. Now, at its top, it was actually higher. It went up to 20 cents, up about 73%. So now down to 54% gain on the day. But for any of you that were holding the Pyth network, congratulations. I wasn't holding any Pyth tokens. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good move for Pyth. I've never looked at the Pyth chart before. I have no idea how this thing trades, but that is quite the move today. So that's what I talk about. When I say the word catalysts, that's what I'm talking about, is catalysts. And that is a catalyst that can make any coin fly. Jason, check mark unlocked. The gold check mark. Hey, wait. I have new sound effects. Ryan. New sound effects. Check this out. Sound effects. We now have sound effects on the live stream. Jason's got a gold check mark. Ooh. Jason's got a gold check mark. That was great. Sound effects, yes. We have sound effects. So we're going to have fun with those whenever the time is right. A fart coin sound effect. Oh, I'll have to find that. But now StreamYard has a way to do just the sound effects. So we're going to have fun with those. We will have fun with those. Okay, so that's Pyth. So we have that. Look, overall, what's going to happen in September, right? We think the 25 basis point rate cut is going to happen. We think the markets will go up, not like 100% yet, but eventually. But then this was September, and then it waited until the November election to go on a run. So I would not directly attribute this chart to anything. It's just Crypto Rover being his usual bullish self. Altcoin momentum is strong after the shift to rate cuts. ETH, SOL, AVAX leading intraday rallies as traders pile into risk assets amid a dovish Fed. On-chain and social signals show bullishness, but overbought conditions on AVAX to ETH profit-taking spikes point to looming volatility. Looming volatility. And that's what we have, again, for the weekend and next week. We have looming volatility. So just letting you guys be aware, be ready for that next week. Of course, Trader Allen, with his pretty colors, look at this. I mean, you just look at this chart and you go, that's a good looking chart, no matter what it says. Our friend Allen's having fun. And he's saying, look, on the weekly Doge chart, there's a pattern here from 2023 into early 2024 when Dogecoin went on that run, followed by, of course, the big run in November. And guess what happened? We went down in this wedge, had a little run, went into a triangle, and what's next? A big run. There it is. Because the pretty chart says it, it will be so. It will be so. BitOrigin says, look, Dogecoin's upcoming Doge OS isn't just an upgrade, it's a turning point. It will bring smart contracts, which means programmable commerce on Dogecoin. It will bring payment APIs, which include instant merchant tools on Dogecoin, and NFT and asset tokenization, which could lead to other new digital markets on Dogecoin. All of this is being built on Dogecoin. So, with our institutional Doge holdings, BitOrigin is positioned to help developers and merchants use these tools from day one, accelerating adoption beyond memes. So, as we talk about the top 3 meme coins we're going to be watching, one of them doesn't want to just be a meme coin anymore. And that is our lovely Dogecoin. Now there's all this other stuff going on between proof of work and proof of stake and all that stuff. And I think that's all behind us. We covered that yesterday afternoon. We talked all about that. Billy Marcus's thought and Tim Stebbing briefly had a little bit in this morning's video on that as well, just as a point of reference from what happened overnight. I think that's all behind us. Let's just let Doge OS do its thing on the proof of work Dogecoin blockchain, and let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. That's what I say. Before we start getting into another battle, right? It's just like, no. Let's do only good every day. These guys are building this thing. Let's see what it is. That's what I say. There's lots of time. The Dogecoin bulls are gearing up. The rebound will shock many. So Doge God printed this, and it's like, I think, and again, first week of September, I think we're going to do this. I kind of think we're going to rebound down. Where do we hit support when there's a retrace? And again, I'm looking at 21 cents. Dogecoin is now trading at 22 cents. Okay? So I think there may be a 1 cent pullback to 20. Could it be more? Let's see how negative the whole market is. How much will Bitcoin retrace, right? How much will ETH retrace? We may have a retrace in Doge as well. I'm just saying, have some buying power ready, just in case. Buy on a red candle. You're not going to hit the exact bottom, most likely. You might get lucky and scrape it, right? Be close, but we don't know. So we're going to be watching this into next week and see what happens there. But I don't think it's going to be this like big straight up to 28, 29 cents, which is the second option. I think it's going to be more the first, and there's going to be a retrace. And again, over the weekend, I will be making my September Dogecoin price prediction video. It's going to be another banger. It's going to be another banger. Yeah, we talked about it yesterday, Boss Mac. We talked about it yesterday, Tim and Billy. Tim said, okay, fine, I'll let it go, which was the right thing to do. Because Tim shouldn't be in the position of like just throwing out his idea and it being the only idea in his position. We talked about that. We think that's behind us. But he was like questioning himself almost, a little self-reflection. Like he thought what he was doing was the right thing. And then the backlash from the community is like, oh, maybe I thought about this wrong. So I like that part of it, right? So we'll see. That's okay, Mac. It's all right. I just kind of summed up right now what I was thinking on that. All right. So what's going on with Doge? Dogecoin's critical path to breakout, analyzing. Let's get this out. I don't want these. Get these little things out. I don't want them. Oh my God. Stupid AI stuff. Yeah, I guess I'm stuck with these things. Dogecoin faces a critical 22.5-cent resistance level with technical indicators and institutional buying signaling a high stakes breakout potential. That's what we have for Doge. High stakes breakout potential. So we've got institutional allocations like bit origin, whale accumulation. So, regulatory clarity and proof of stake upgrades. No proof of stake upgrades. No, the AI has that wrong. Thus the whole Tim and Billy dust up, right? A successful breakout could target 26 to 29 cents, but risks include a breakdown, right? Risks include a breakdown. So I don't think it's going to go right up to 29. I think we're going to have a breakdown coming up. I still believe in option number 2. Unfortunately, I do try and keep it real here, guys, for those that aren't normally here. Just so you're aware, this isn't like all rocket ships and roses, right? We're just... So be ready. Do you swing trade this? I wouldn't. You do you, but I'm like, nope. Because we don't know if that's going to happen. We don't know. And how low it may be. So yeah, that's going on with Doge. The breakout. When's the breakout going to come? When are we going to have that? And how high is it going to go? We will be watching for it. We will be watching for it. All right, so let's get into it. Meme coins. Now, we know Dogecoin is the only true meme coin because it's the only one that has its own blockchain. All the other memes that are out there are tokens. And a token means that it was made on somebody else's blockchain, whether it's on ETH or Solana, right? Or like Snack is made on Cardano, so Snack is a token, right? Those are tokens. They're meme tokens, but the media and most people just call them all meme coins, where Dogecoin is the only meme coin. But for the purposes of today, we'll just call them all meme coins. And an article came out today. What are the top 3 meme coins to watch for September? What are the top 3 to watch? Jose got a good preview right there. PENGU. Let's go. Only meme coin with an actual product and NFTs, except for Doge. So Doge has it as well. So I put Doge and PENGU together now, although Doge has its own blockchain and PENGU doesn't. That's the main difference. But PENGU does have utility. So, but that was nice because guess what 3 Be in Crypto said? The top 3 meme coins to watch in September are Oh, I don't have a drum roll. They got to have a drum roll. Wait a sec. Wait, let me check my sounds. Oh, they got to have a drum roll. Come on. Drum roll. Ha! There it is, the drum roll. They do have that sound. It's kind of on the bongos, but still, it's a drum roll. It's Doge, it's PENGU, and it's Bonk. It's Bonk is the third. Let's see what they say. Bonk, despite falling 32% over the past 30 days, ouch, and barely moving last week, Bonk may be preparing for a rebound. Whale wallets have increased their holdings by over 16%, raising their stash to 2.5 trillion Bonk tokens. At the same time, exchanges saw 1.6% outflows, showing that retail continues to sell while whales are accumulating. This divergence often precedes stronger moves, and it is a key reason why Bonk is one of the meme coins to watch in September. So there you go. Bonk. Number 2 is PENGU, the Pudgy Penguins. PENGU, tied to the Pudgy Penguin NFT brand, dropped nearly 25% this month, has traded mostly flat last week, yet whales continue to quietly build, making it one of the meme coins to watch in September. Exchanges lost some supply, underscoring retail exits, weakening, but there is weakening sell pressure, meaning buy on the dip, right? Do you want to buy PENGU on the dip? Do you want to buy Bonk on the dip? Do you want to buy Doge on the dip? On the technical side, the parabolic SAR, trend following indicator, shows bullish, appearing PENGU is looking at a big turnaround. So key levels to watch, 3.1 up to 3.6 cents, and a clean move above those could pave the way to 4.1 cents, which would be a strong September recovery for PENGU. Jose's all in on PENGU. Well, PENGU is one of the 3 meme coins to watch for September. And the number 3 is, of course, our friendly Dogecoin. And you knew I would not be covering this if Dogecoin wasn't one of the 3. So, of course, on the cover, right, I had Sheeb on there. And of course, it wasn't going to be Sheeb, right? Right. Like Ryan says, well, what about Shibarium? Exactly. That was going to change everything, right? They ended up copying the thing from some other open source project. They didn't even make it themselves. Broccoli on BNB. That's CZ's Doge meme coin. But it's not a Doge, but it's his dog's name, right? Was Broccoli. There were 2 Broccolis actually trading at the time, I recall, because somebody made one on Solana at the same time. It was so confusing. Wait, there's 2 Broccolis. 2 Broccolis. Doge, the OG meme coin, thank you very much, has been relatively stable compared to its peers. It's down about 2.2% over the past month, traded flat most of August, gaining a little bit in the past week. It's up 9% over 3 months. Been a bumpy ride, yes, but that is our Doge. Large holders have taken note. Mega wallets with 1 billion Doge or more have raised their balances. And, this is accumulation time. The whales are accumulating Doge. That makes Doge one of the meme coins to watch in September. So the bears have been slowly losing ground, right? So per the bull bear indicator, the last time this setup happened was back Yeah, about a week ago or so. And that's when the Doge price jumped from 20 cents up to 24 cents. And that same setup could play out again. A push above 24.5 cents is critical for unlocking the upside. That's what we will be watching for on Doge. So there you have it. The 3 meme coins to watch in September. No surprise. But I'm sure there's some of you who will come up with some others that you think might be better to watch. I don't mind looking at them as long as they're not some brand new stupid token just created on pump.fun, because I'm not going to look at those. But good luck. Again, I would say just use a small part of your portfolio chasing after those if that's what you want to do. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yes, Bonk. So glad I held my crow. Look at crow. Look at crow. Here, we were watching it, right? On Tuesday, we were watching it. And someone said, Kriss, are you taking profits? And I'm like, no. No, I'm not taking profits at 20-cent crow. No. And look what crow has done. So that is quite the move. And again, this is related to Trump and the Trump media putting a big stake into crow while crow is putting a stake in the Trump media stock. It's all good, right? It's all good. This is the type of move that Doge can make, though, and this is what we're waiting for, is this big move. So, yeah, you know that 20% APR? That's if you lock up your crow tokens for a year. I'm not doing that. I'm not locking up my crow tokens for a year to get a 20% APR. That's right into the bear market. See what they're trying to do? They're trying to get you to not sell your crow tokens this fall. That's why they're offering the 20%. Because as soon as you put your crow in there, it's locked up for a year. What do you think the price of crow is going to be a year from now? I'm going to sell when I think it's topping. Will I catch the exact top? No, but I'm selling. And I'll buy back in at a lower price in the bear market a year from now, while others are just unlocking. They're just unlocking and they get their 20%. Okay, but I'm going to get 100%. Well, I've already got 200% on micro, but could easily get another 100% profit if crow goes to 60 cents from here, instead of putting it in into that deal, so-called deal. I think it's going to go much higher. Let's see what 20% is from here, right? What is a 20% move on crow from here? Because that's, you'd be getting 20%. Yeah, that's like back to 37 cents is 20% from here. But the problem is your crow is locked. And so although you'll get 20% more crow tokens, the price could just nosedive next year. And if it goes all the way down to like 10 cents or 5 cents, you lost. So I'm not doing that deal. Might consider unstaking ETH. Depends on where you have it staked, how long it takes to unstake. Some are like 5 days, some are longer. Depends on where it's staked. And it's just like, I don't know when ETH is going to top. I think you're pretty safe right now, but here's the daily on ETH. Still have our magnet up here. I got to move that over. See if we can get to 5,000 magnet on the ETH chart. How about WIF? Thanks for asking. WIF was one of the 6 that are on the cover. What is WIF going to do? What is WIF going to do? It is under $1. The June low was about 69 cents. It's now at 82 cents. Zoom out further and see where it was back in November, and it came up over $4. That was quite the move. Yeah, we were looking at this before, and we thought that maybe a target would be $3 if there was another big meme token run in the fall, that we would target $3 resistance there. From less than $1 today, $3 would be pretty good. That would be pretty good. So 3x. I mean, that's like Doge going to 66 cents, a 3x, or 69 if you add for the 22 to 69, right? Same as 82 to $3 for WIF. So what do you think? You think WIF is going to go back to $3? You think Doge is going to go to 69 cents? That would be about the same return between now and, let's say, mid-November or early November. And of course, that's if we see, right? If we see this big blue box, right? This big run. Is Doge going to go on another big run like this? A lot of people betting yes. A lot of people betting yes on that. So. Bonk to 1 cent. How many zeros is that? How many zeros is that? No way, dude. What's that, 100x from here? No, 1,000x. That's not happening. Yeah, that's not happening. Not to 1 cent. 0.001 would still be a huge move. That would be way too huge still for Bonk. But yeah, Bonk is down a little bit right now, as we just talked about in that article. This is my average right here. Is it 0.00023? So I'd call that 23. It's now at 21. It was up here. It did touch 40. And I didn't take profits. Hit my target too in the middle of the night. I thought it would go back and it didn't. Oh well. Just buy and hold now. See how this thing plays out. Buy and hold. My top 3 meme coins: Dogecoin, Doge, and the People's Coin. What has happened to this market? It's choppy. And this is what I posted on X today. Dogecoin chopping around. Stupid thing. Dogecoin chopping around in price here at the end of the summer, exactly where I predicted the Doge price to be. I still expect some volatility the first week of September, followed by more recovery leading into the FOMC. So that's what we have, is we're chopping. It's the summertime still. The end of summer chop is what we got. The end of summer chop. I'll take some $1.30 Doge. I probably won't have a lot of Dogecoin left at $1.30. I'll have already taken probably 80% of my profits before Doge got to $1.30. The only thing I know about AMP is that Coinbase stopped trading it, which was bad. That's all I know. Coinbase stopped trading it. Matt, what does debanking yourself look like? Paying off all my debt to the bank. That's the first. The second, not using a bank for any reason and keeping your money elsewhere. Yes, that is debanking. That's what I want. Is that going to be realistic? Remains to be seen. I want to see what X money or X payments is. I want to see what that is and how that works. Because that could be the key to debanking myself. We'll see. Is a red September off the table? No, it's not off the table. And I will show on my video on Sunday historically how crypto is traded during the month of September. And so we can't rule that out. Do I cut slices for all my crypto holdings, or is it just Doge? Well, I think the crypto that I have less amount of, I may just sell all. What, let's say end of October, early November, I'll just sell all and not do slices for the smaller holdings. But the bigger holdings, I'll probably do in slices. Yeah. Have them give 20% APR at the bottom of the market for Crow. Bet they won't. Exactly, Adam. Exactly. They're only doing it now so that you lock up your Crow tokens and don't sell them at the top of the bull market. That's why they're doing it. You put your Crow into this 20% APR thing on crypto.com, you can't touch the Crow for 12 months. Yeah, I'm not doing that. But it's a guaranteed, no, it's not guaranteed 20%. Because in a year, if Crow's back down to 10 cents, you did not make 20%. You actually lost about 250%. So no, well, I exaggerate, like 80%. You'll have lost like 80%. I'm not doing that. Hintoraz vom Falkenhorst is ready for the bull run. All right, let's go. Hey, Prajwal, how are you? What else are we looking at, guys? What else are we looking at? The weekly chart at 20.5 cents. The weekly chart, 20.5. Not much going on there. 20.5. That's what you said, right? That's just the dip we had this week. That's the bottom of the wick. It lines up with the top of a wick here, the week of June 9th, and it lines up with the top of a wick here on March 24th. That's what I see. So you think that that's a pretty strong support then on the weekly? Could be. Could be. I like the power of the magnet. Get us back to 25 cents. Let's do that. But some of you say, no, no, no. I like Chris's idea. Next week we get a big dip because I want to buy more on the dip. You've had lots of chances. You've had lots of chances to buy on the dips. You need to keep some to buy stuff with. Yeah, exactly, W. Plus, we could have the super cycle, right? We could have the big super cycle and everything just keeps going up. So I won't be totally out of the crypto game. The Doge bull runs are usually pretty short, Wilder. They're pretty short. Once it starts moving, you got like 3 or 4 weeks, sometimes even less, depending on what's going on. So we will be watching that. Good afternoon, CDC. Doge bottom might be 20.5. Let's get the likes up. Thank you. Am I going to show you how to make money in the bear market? It's called USDC. And buying power and Robinhood Gold and see whether they keep their interest rates up? I don't think so. They're probably going to drop it. In the bear market, you're not going to get 4% on your buying power in Robinhood. They're going to drop it, guaranteed. But hold it as long as you can. Buying power. USDC on Coinbase. Get whatever interest you can in the bear market. That's how you're going to make money. Am I going to short some things? I might. I might attempt. I'm not shorting anything now, but in the bear market, I might attempt just to, but it won't be Doge. It'll be something else. It'll be Sheeb or something. I'll short the hell out of Sheeb, right? If Sheeb goes on a big run, I will short it. Guaranteed. You don't win or lose until you sell. Yep. I'll cry if we get a super cycle, not anticipating. Yeah, I know. I mean, the narrative is for your cycles, right? The latest we saw the turnaround was the first week of January 2018 when alts had one last little oomph and then hit the bear. 2021, by December, it was already turning around. So this time, I don't know. We'll see. ADA support. 82. That's what it dipped to on August 25th. Oh, double dip. Looks like we got that, right? On ADA. That would make about 82. Pretty strong right there. Yep. Some of us are ready. Yeah, too soon to talk about the bottom of the bear for Doge. We got to see what it does this fall. And then we'll start looking at targets for a bottom of a bear. Somebody in the chat yesterday said they just got their Robinhood Gold card. I don't know. I didn't apply for one. Can we short some stuff? I'm going to be looking. Small bits, not huge. I sold my lungs and bought sheep. Sheep. Don't short sheep. I'm in enough pain already. Well, you better sell some. I'm out. Except for this little bit I have left in the KrissPax DCA portfolio, and I'm going to be selling that this fall. Sheep is for plebes. A lot of sheep holders. Coinbase is better than Robinhood in some instances. So if there is huge volume of trading, Robinhood sucks. When you've got big volume of trading, Robinhood is not where you want to be buying and selling, whether it's on the up or on the down, whatever. But Coinbase holds the price well. You make your trade, you get your price. But you do not get that on Robinhood. Other than that, it's really the difference between the spread on Robinhood versus the fee you pay on each trade on Coinbase. And except for those high volatile times, it's a wash, I think. I think it's about even. So, because Robinhood is no fee, but you pay more for your crypto. Or when you sell it, you get less. Where on Coinbase, you get the price, but you pay a fee for each trade. If you're not doing a lot of trading, Coinbase is better because you're not paying that fee too often, right? If you're doing a lot of trading and you want to use Coinbase, then you sign up for Coinbase One and you pay a monthly fee and you do like tons of trading for no fees. So you can look at that. I'm not doing that. I don't do enough trading on Coinbase to warrant a Coinbase One account. Doge to $3 is not unrealistic. When Doge gets moving, we'll see how big the FOMO is. We will see. Short the Dogecoin killer. Exactly, Jason. Exactly. That's why I want to do it. See, I told you. You put 15,000 on Doge at 21. Sheeb 3,000 at 0.00035. 3.5. It's at 12 right now. So you're down on the Sheeb. Yeah. Down on the Sheeb. My Sheeb that I have left was bought at 0.00008. 5 zeros and an 8 on my Sheeb. So I'm still in the green here by about 50%. But just wait for the next big run and I'm going to sell the rest of that and be done with it. The gold card sounds nice. 3% cash back across the board. Yep. And all you have to do is pay that $3.99 monthly fee for Robinhood Gold, right? Because you have to don't you have to keep Robinhood Gold? The Sheeb Maxis are all into XRP. Where they belong. Where they belong. The bear market is better to keep money with Robinhood Gold rather than keeping it in the bank. Well, we'll see, Prajwal. How low is Robinhood Gold going to lower their interest? That's what we're going to see. Right now, it's 4%. I'm just saying a year from now, it's not going to be 4%. 2%, 1%, something like that. So, but if it's just holding cash, right, you're not losing. Like if you're holding a Crow token locked in a staking thing that could go down 60, 70, 80%, your cash just inflates away for the year at what, 2.5%, 3%? You know, buying power of cash. Still $1 equals $1, right? Whatever. But I sold half my Sheeb at a loss to hedge using Doge. Going to leave the other half just in case gets a little run, and then you'll get out. Coinbase fees, the more you trade, though, they lower the fees. And I had done a lot of trading in the past year. I mean, big dollar trading, not like lots of small trades. And the fees were more manageable. Coinbase gives you good documents for taxes. So does Robinhood. The Robinhood documents are really good. We'll see what they do this year with the new digital asset document. Again, I'll be talking about that in December because there's a new form, 1099-DA. We'll be talking about that. So it's going to be a little different on what they send you, but I'm sure Coinbase and Robinhood will be giving you those pretty much same report. So, just caught up with the video. I have sound effects. Yes, we can boo the bears. Sound effects. How high can PENGU go? And what is the price point looking for buy? Well, I mean, PENGU right now is at a buy point. It's a buy now. It's down here below 3. Every time it dips below 3, it's a buy. Boom, 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 boom. It's done it 5 times here in the past week and a half. So this is just me looking at the charts, right? It's just me looking at the charts. But like all of this underneath 3 cents, that's all just screaming buy. Now, next week, are we going to see something where PENGU is, continues to chop, and then sometime next week we're going to get a dip? That's what you want to watch for, is that dip right there. If there is one dip that's going to happen for sometime in the first week of September, that's when you want to be ready to buy. Is PENGU going to go down to 2.8 or something? Maybe. Again, we don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know what the rest of the market is looking like. Is Bitcoin going to crash below 100K? Like, there's all these theories out there, right? It's going to fill that CME gap at 93K. No, but people think it will. So how high is PENGU going to go? Well, we did see right back here in July about 4.5 cents. So I targeted 5 cents. Again, from 3 cents to 5 cents, right? That's not quite doubling. It's like 70%, 75% gain. Okay, that's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. But it might not be the 10 cents other people are talking about. So I'll be looking at slicing some profits on my PENGU. $3 Doge is like a $300 billion market cap, highly unlikely. Yeah, it's actually more. It's about a $450 billion market cap. $3 Doge. It's 450 billion. $2 Doge is 300 billion. That would be $2 Doge. But if you look at CoinMarketCap, Solana is at 115 billion. Doge can be better than Solana. So if Doge goes to $1, that would be 150. So that would put it right ahead of BNB. That'd be $1. You go to 300 billion, $2 Doge, then you're right above XRP. Most likely XRP would be going up too, though, if Doge is going to $2. And even $3 Doge, you wouldn't pass Ethereum. You'd still be below Ethereum. So it's not like SHIB to a penny, right? Or Bonk to a penny, which is unreasonable, or XRP to $100, right? Those market caps are, mega $1 trillion. So I don't know. Exactly, Nick. 400 billion market cap could happen with the right news, but unlikely. That's a good response right there. See you, Orbit. Hit the like button. Thank you. Short, whatever Barry Silbert's buying. Oh, Barry. You think Meggle? Think tonight Meggle's going to run? It's up to $1.48 after market now. It traded up to $1.50 this morning. So somebody just bought 50 shares at $1.48 after market. Sometimes the Meggle runs come early in the morning too, pre-market. So watch for that. Typically, I've seen when Meggle goes on a run, after market, after the trading, it doesn't wait a couple hours to start. It's like it would already be going by now, and that's what I've seen before. So, yeah, maybe a little premature for that. I always have my eye on the Meggle market, though. You're excited for the party. Oh, the 5-year-old? Have fun. Pyth Network. Yes, we looked at Pyth earlier. Welcome, Doge Wanderlust. We'll look at Pyth again, see if it's still up that same 53%. Up, it's coming back up. Now up 63%. Look at that. Look at that for Pyth. It is getting bought up as we speak. So great day for Pyth holders. It's hard to say. Pyth holders. Got to be careful with that TH sound. Pyth. Yeah, that's awesome. Anybody holding Pyth? Strong work. I did not have any of this. And then we were looking at Link also, because Link went on a big run at the same time Pyth started, but Pyth kept going and Link traded back down. Kind of interesting. More buyers into Pyth. I'm curious to see if X becomes like a bank. That's what they say. Right. It's going to be interesting to see how that works. What are they going to do with money that people put on their platform? What are they going to do with it? You can't believe the official Dogecoin account quoted you. Why? Was it great? It was a great post about the all-time high hash rate. All-time high hash rate. Of course, what happened after is just ridiculous, but that's the way it is. Dogecoin, PENGU, and Pepe. Crypto the Conqueror says Pepe is the number 3 to watch. Pepe is dipping back below this yellow line, and yet again, another one to look at in terms of where do you buy. And I said anything underneath 10, right? So, and here we had it again this afternoon, 993. On Monday, we were down to 963. Those are good buy-in prices for Pepe, I think. Again, none of this is financial advice, blah, blah, blah. Hey, and the dancing Doge, of course. Let's just get past the previous all-time high. There's going to be a lot of selling up there. You know it, Miguel. Who decides, Luca, who decides for the bull and bear cycles to happen? Who decides? Traders, investors decide. That's who. There's all kinds of reasons for it. It's not just any one thing. It does conveniently revolve around Bitcoin halving cycles, which are generally about every 4 years. So that's where the narrative started. But then there's other things like the money supply seems to go on these 4-year swings. And right now, the money supply is up. And it's looking like it'll be up through the end of the year. And maybe in 2026, the money supply, if it follows that same pattern, is going to start going down. It's going to be restricting, and we're going to go possibly into recession. I mean, who knows what the economies are going to do, right? I mean, Trump will do everything he can to avoid a recession in the United States. But worldwide, that could still be a problem. And the M2 money supply starts retracting, then bear cycle, bear markets. Also, depending on how crazy, right, the end of this bull cycle goes, what inflated prices we have, there's going to be some selling and profit taking, which then will lead to the beginnings of a bear market as well. So, feeling very alt season? Yeah, it's kind of looking that way. Bitcoin is back into the 111s, where a lot of alts are still up. Solana's still up. So yeah. Treehouse Finance. Maramello, you're into all of these. Do you own all of these? Are you like this total alt token investor? What did this thing do? Oh, man. So something happened in the middle of the night here to cause this thing to go crazy. But it's selling back off. It is not holding whatever this was. There must have been some news for that to happen, right? Tree. It went up 100%. And since topping at 100%, it's now gone down 38. Back down. Is it new? Yeah, started July 29th on Binance. Look when Binance listed it. Look what it did. It went up to $1.50. Whoa. There were people buying that up there. Oh, craziness. How long has it been on MEXC? Same date, MEXC. End of July, up to $1.40 on MEXC and then down. Yeah, I wouldn't be touching this thing. I'm not touching it. Craziness. No new money transmitter licenses. I don't know, Trevor. They're not saying anything. It's like, what's going on? Nothing new for months. Thank you, Goose. Appreciate it. That and the sheep bashing. You get that here. Can we re-elect Trump? We did an election pump again. Only if Elon's back. Yeah, Abe, I can't do a 10-year prediction. That's unrealistic. Nobody can. Okay. Orlecki, we get it. You want Doge to go to $3. You don't have to keep reposting. We got it. How high for bonk? Well, I just showed you, didn't I? Didn't I do the bonk? The bonk. Yeah, 00004 right there. I did not take that profit. July 17th. Should have taken that profit. So now it doubles from here, from 2 back to 4, 200%. Could it go higher? maybe, I don't know how crazy this fall is going to get. If something happens with Bonk, though, specifically, because it didn't do it with the Solana Seeker phone, Bonk was not involved with that, which is too bad. That would have been a great opportunity. Yeah. We wait and see. We wait and see. Look at Doge just bouncing off the support. Bouncing off again. Gives me hope for September. I thought for a long time, whatever money you withdraw is taxed. I didn't know it was just profits. I was always confused how day traders made money. Yep. Yeah, if you put $100,000 on Robinhood, you invest it, and then you sell at $150,000, you pay taxes on that $50,000 when you sell. It doesn't matter whether you withdraw off the platform or not. You're due to pay that tax on the $50,000 profit. How do day traders make money? Well, day traders are hoping to do large dollar, small move micro trades. Typically is how day traders do it. And as soon as that green candle moves a little bit, they sell. And they do that a number of times in the morning and then the afternoon when the market moves the most. Typically what they do. You hit more of them or not, then you're in profit for that day. And then you do it again the next day. The Ton coin I don't follow. I'm not a Telegram user. I heard Ton was starting to trade on Robinhood. So did it get a pump today because of that? Yeah, a little bit this morning. And then traded all the way back down. But yeah, Ton got a little pump this morning right there. And that's the little Robinhood pump, right? And then just traded all the way back. Pretty typical for a Robinhood listing. Did Kanye make the token? That's a good question, Miguel. Is that easy token really made by Kanye? Was he behind the devs that made it, or was it just devs anonymously making it? I don't know. I don't really follow that world. So I can't say. We did look at the easy price performance though. What is it doing now? Easy? What's it doing now? It ain't going up. I'll tell you that. It ain't going up. So this is not a coin you want to be investing in. Right there. Definitely not. Easy. Kanye said his Instagram got hacked and it was following the wrong coin. Something like that. BS. I agree. If it had gone up, he'd be talking about it, but it didn't. And it crashed because the devs, all the insiders were selling up here, right? Sell, 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 sell. Celebrity tokens. Stay away. Stay away. I know, it's been years. GRT. I have not heard anything about GRT. I've not heard anything about this. I used to have it. I sold right there, 17 cents. That's where I sold. It was up higher. I didn't sell. I had held that for quite a while. I probably bought that. Yeah, right there. March of 2023. That's where I bought it. Didn't sell up there at 45 cents. Didn't sell up here at 35 cents. Oh well. I still made profit, just not as much as I could have. Toncoin looks like a disaster. I don't know what's going to happen with it. I know there's the not coin also. Ugh. I want a 30-year prediction. Sure. 30 years. I got your 30 years right here. You owe me a bottle of red wine, Orlecki. All right. Bring it to Boston. We'll pop it open. Come to Boston. Please come to Boston. Happy Thursday, Jay Johnson. How are you? I'll take ETH for 4,200, Alex. Yeah, I know. Jeopardy isn't the same without him. I agree. I agree with that. ETH 44.77, pulling back a little bit from this morning when it was up here at 4,600. May have bottomed here at 44.30. We'll see. Yeah, volume's just kind of down right now. I mean, everyone's looking at the end of August, end of summer, weekend coming. That whole Bitcoin reserve talk sure went silent. All stable coins, exactly. It's all stable coins. They're not buying Bitcoin. Do I ever fall into the woulda, coulda, shoulda mentality? Every once in a while. I still do. Yep. I mean, I look at charts like the graph there, right? And it just was holding through high prices. And then it pulls back and I didn't sell. So yeah, I get into that mode every now and then. In the end, I did okay. This cycle, I did okay. Could have done better, but I did okay. I was up more. Trump did say one thing about crypto before the election that he followed through with. Bye-bye, Gary. Quick, what's going to 10x today? What's going to 10x today? Exactly. Yeah, Genesis Man. Doge is the only one of those that are coins. All the others, just tokens. Nate got in on Crow today. Going to buy more if it dips. Won't get too greedy. Yeah, 50 was I was looking at before was 50. And it's at 31 now. Must have been the daily chart. Sorry. Yeah, this yellow line here, 50. This was my target. Outside chance of maybe 75 cents, but 50 cents was my sell price, 50 cents, because I bought at 10, sell at 50. That's a 5x. That's good. So I'm waiting for that. But yeah, the past 3 days on Crow has been awesome. I would like it just to hold up here for a little bit, not come crashing all the way back down. Show some strength, Crow. Show some strength, please. Joke Smoke, hey. And a super sticker. Thank you, man. But you gifted a membership, and the membership goes to Austin Hooten. Austin, hey. Congratulations. Thanks for your generosity, Smoke. Appreciate it. Micah Parsons got traded? Who'd he go to, Ryan? Easy looks like the classic pump and dump. Yeah, 50,000 wallets in the red. That was on this article. Kanye West's easy token crash leaves 50,000 wallets with losses. 74% of all traders lost money. Just 74? I would have thought it would have been higher. I thought it would have been more than that. Hoping for alt season in September. It'd be okay with me. I don't think it's going to happen yet. Maybe the end of September we might start it, but not typically how we work. Birthday in October. That'd be nice. Trump is buying bonds. I didn't hear that. Fart coin's going to do a big ripper. The fart coin. Still under $1, I presume, right? I haven't looked at fart coin. 82 cents. 82 cents for fart coin. Is it going to do another one of these? Come up over $2? That was glorious times for the smelly one, right? Look at that. In March, it was all the way down to 23 cents. Yeah, so on Monday, when it went down to 75 cents, that's the lowest it had been since April. Maybe there was a little money to be made there. Possibly. Rigged. The Packers. Why would the Cowboys trade him to the Packers? Well, I guess the Packers gave him something in return. More than a draft pick, probably. Interesting. Well, there you go. If Fartcoin rips enough, I wonder if we'll hear it. I do not have that sound effect. I don't have that sound effect. However, we can, because that was funny, right? That was funny. See, we can laugh at it. Because I've got the laughing sound too. Love my new sound effects. Love you too, Bull. How you doing? Parsons to the Packers. Who knew? Yep, for those who weren't here earlier, we have the applause. We have the gong. We've got drum roll. We've got the boos. We've got the laughing. Well, we're going to have fun with those. There's a few others that aren't good that come on with this thing, but those are the ones that I liked that I've loaded up. I got to make some custom ones. They do allow you to make custom ones. I got to do that. But, you know, that takes some effort. I don't have the time right now. Don't have the time. What else is going on today, guys? Pretty quiet, huh? Pretty quiet otherwise. What is new? Gucci now accepts Dogecoin. Gucci accepts Dogecoin as payment. What? Got to go get a Gucci bag, right? Who wants a Gucci bag? Using Dogecoin. Well, there you go. Another crypto ETF filing. 21 shares just filed for a SAY ETF. Boy, there's so many ETFs coming. Rough year for the Dallas sports fans. Luka Doncic gone. Micah Parsons gone. Tough to be a Dallas sports fan, right? You hate Gucci, Charlotte? Do you really? Too Italian. Too Italian for you. Well, yeah, I mean, they are from Italy. Yeah. Cowboys are trading 3-time All-Pro linebacker Micah Parsons. And he gets a 4-year, $188 million contract that includes $120 million fully guaranteed at signing that makes him the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. Wow. Yeah, what did the Cowboys get? What did the Cowboys get? They got effed. They got cheese and beer. I don't know what to believe. These are just a bunch of funny things. Picks. According to reports, Cowboys received the Packers' 2026 and 2027 first-round picks. Wow. 2 first-round picks. So there you go. That's the latest. I live right across the street from a Gucci. Be right back. Make an all eyes with Doge sound effect. Good idea. Just a little clip right there. All eyes on Doge. A clip of you saying not going to make it. I know. It's the little things in life. It's the little things in life. Exactly, Charlotte. Need a splat sound? Yes. Oh. I like to look for coins with potential, primarily interested in what they do, projects. Love it, Marmel. Good luck with that. You bought the dip, so let's rip. I agree with that. What is the link for the ETF tracker? I have it as a bookmark. There's no link. I have it as a bookmark. And it hasn't been updated since June. So I keep checking on these guys that work at Bloomberg, Eric Balkunis and Jay Seif, and they have not updated this since then. So I do not have an update. Waiting. Every year, tough for the Cowboys. Hey, but if Dak Prescott gets injured, it's Joe Milton time. Joe Milton time in Dallas. Look out. My dad would be going nuts if he read that salary of football players. Charlotte, you're just putting that out there, right? Just in case, right? You're just putting that out there. Just so people know, just in case, right? I know even less about fashion than I do about crypto. When it comes to bags, for women, they are, you got to get the right bag. You can't just buy any bag. You cannot. Very particular about their bags. I have learned that over the years. Very, very particular about their bags. Almost time to break out the rocket ship. I know, right? Right, to go with the magnet. We have a Chiefs fan in the house. What do you think about the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift news, huh? That might... Does that motivate Travis or does it distract him? Hey, Will, how are you? They're going to run Jerry Jones out of Dallas. Wow. 2 first-round picks. You don't know what that's going to turn into. I know, sneaky, sneaky Charlotte, right? G-Dog. The G-Dog. My Doge is not safe around my wife if you can buy Gucci purses. Oh, they're not purses, they're bags. CDC, they're bags. Yeah. Keep the Doge away. Ooh, conspiracy. Ryan, do tell. I like a good conspiracy. I like a good one. I don't like bad conspiracies, but I like good ones. You're not too fussed when it comes to bags. Last few years, I've enjoyed buying crypto more than luxury items. There you go. But a good bag, though. Finally getting a ring on Swift's finger. We love the conspiracy, Ryan. Let's hear it. Ball's in your court, dude. He's typing. I don't have a sound effect for that. I should have the typewriter sound. Another sound effect put on the list. Nothing better than a good bag of Doge. Haven't yet. Her tastes are out of my range. Let's just put it there. The proposal gets called off. Taylor makes an album out of it. The next time Kelce plays at the Super Bowl, she performs the halftime show and everyone loses their minds. There you go. You know, Taylor Swift has made so many songs about breakups that it would be kind of nice to have something different, you know? That's what I think. Or else, very particular. We've had the bag conversation. We have had the bag conversation. Very particular. She is. The Jeopardy timer music. Yep. Just play that, right? Just put on the Jeopardy music. That's a good one. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I just did this search under most expensive luxury bags. Charlotte. Right? Most expensive luxury bags. And guess what she wants? Hermes. 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 Hermes bag. Gotta have an Hermes bag. That Hermes bag right there is $1.4 million. That one is $295,000. It's like Hermes bags. That's what she wants. And I'm like, no. No, Hermes. She wants Hermes. I don't know if it's a Birkin style or not. I don't know the exact style because I don't look at these things. That's not how you say Hermes. I call it Hermes. Is it Hermes? I have no idea. But she has good taste. Yes. She wants an Hermes bag. They're good bags. There you go. Hermes bags and leather come with a Pagani. Oh, so I get the Pagani. Oh God. Keep dreaming. Wait, dollar bills. Oh. Who's Taylor Swift? Who is Taylor Swift? Oh. Yep. Just do it. Just get the bag. God, she's so particular, man. I would get the wrong one completely. Oh. If I got a used one, would she notice? Would she notice if I got a used one? Doge is just chopping around, Nick. You sent me an audio with the right pronunciation. Should I do this live? Here, let me take this to a new window. Take it over here. All right.
Okay, so we don't say Hermes, we say Hermes. The brand is Hermes. That's it.
There it is. Hermes. Well, thank you for the pronunciation. Hermes. Got it. An Hermes. Yeah, I like that. Hermes. Oh. Hermes. Thanks, Charlotte. We got it now. Hermes. Us Americans, we're so low life, you know. We're just so low life here. Oh, hair mess. All right, there we go. Learn something new. But that's a good way to solve that, right? Don't have AI do it. Just have Charlotte do it. Oh, that was good. All right, gang. This is what we got. Look, we're just chopping around. We're going to end the week next week or tomorrow. Go into the weekend. You sound good. Here's a mess. Remember, this weekend, September Dogecoin price prediction video is coming out. So watch for that. And hey, we're just chopping around again. But thanks for taking part in the top meme coins to watch for today. Have to do something, right? I hope everyone has a great evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.